on. Yeah, wait, yeah, 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 yeah. Wait, yeah, wait, yeah, wait, yeah, wait, wait, yeah, wait, yeah, wait, yeah, wait, yeah. Overseas, I know this shit take mental. I don't do no stress, 'cause life can be so simple.
It definitely feels good to be back in these motherfucking chairs right here,
Yeah.
man.
Back in the saddle.
First off, before we get into the content, man, we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in right now. We are the Worldwide Wave, man, where we give a fresh perspective on multiple topics: sports, pop culture, music, anime, anything under the sun, man, you name it, man. We're here to give a fresh perspective and different opinions, man. Before we get into the shit, go ahead and slap a like on the video, man. Comment down below. And, yeah, give us a follow and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate it. But welcome back. You know what I'm saying? I am your host, KB, highly favored, highly blessed. Damn, it feels good to be back. And I'll let my other team members introduce themselves.
It is I, the guy, Foolish Ty, back in the building, man. Excited to be back. Missing the dog, Jose.
Yeah, we are missing Soz, man. We are missing Soz. But, hey, the show must go on. Soz, we miss you, my boy. We love you. Soz will be back soon, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know what I'm saying? Work is always work. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? The bag come first. But, yeah, man, it's definitely good to be back, man. How was your week going? Hey, before that, let's let our engineer introduce himself, man.
Oh, you know, it is, I am the one of them ones at least.
One of them ones.
My name is
The
JD James Davery, and I am on the ones and twos.
Yeah.
For sure. The man that makes it all go, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out, James.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. Big shot. But, yeah, man, we in this bit now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How's your week been, bro?
Uh,
Talk to me.
It's been cool, man, bro. Just work as usual, but, man, shooting the music videos. Again, we got this music video, Unbelievable, coming soon. We just wrapped up shooting that Sunday, so super excited for that.
Can't wait for that.
Been posting the clips, you know what I'm saying, here and there on the IG.
For sure.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna premiere
it's
that
gonna
on
be
the
an
show.
experience.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be an experience.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Yeah, man. This week was lit, man. You know, just work. You feel me? Allergies are kicking my ass, but we're
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You know what I'm
they beat my
saying?
ass.
It's getting colder outside. You
Yeah,
feel me?
you know
So
what I'm saying?
shit. Hey, life is good, man. But we have a fucking great show planned out for y'all, man. I don't know if y'all are ready, but I mean, shit. Where do you want to start? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, bro. Well, we've been enjoying football, right?
We have.
Basketball is back, man.
Preseason is here.
Preseason. And bro, all the players that are back is crazy, man.
It's crazy to see the dynamic of all these teams change,
Bro, seriously.
over the course of months.
Just off of injuries, we're not even talking trades. Just off of injuries that return, like Jamal Murray's back.
I was just about to bring up
MPJ's
Jamal
back.
Murray. Yep.
Yeah. He was looking nice in his preseason game. Like,
Man.
bro, Denver was looking. They was looking good.
I mean, they have a back-to-back MVP with his star point guard.
Yep.
Everybody's
Facts.
healthy. I expect a lot of
Facts.
things from Denver too.
Denver's
man.
gonna be big, bro. I feel like Clippers are gonna be the sleeper, bro, because
And you know I'm a Laker fan, bro. Don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Kawhi's back healthy. Paul George is doing what Paul George is gonna do. They got John Wall coming off the bench.
Oh, he's not starting.
No, they actually had Reggie Jackson starting.
Oh, I mean, chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It makes
exactly.
sense.
You know what I'm saying?
John
But
Wall's the more athletic guard. You know what I'm saying?
John Wall, he's not looking like how he was in Washington per se.
I mean, bro, they sat him in Houston all those years. Like
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying?
I feel like once he gets back to like peak form,
they'll switch the lineup.
Yeah.
Man,
But I feel like he's going like through, you know, like how James Harden was having like his little slump. Exactly. I feel like he's gonna build back into, but like I mean, from what I saw from the preseason game, he was looking pretty good. Not bad. He wasn't doing too much scoring. It was more like playing point guard. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, and I mean like just due to like my work schedule, I haven't been able to keep up with the preseason. So like, who do you think? Because you said that the Clips are a sleeper, right,
Absolutely.
in the West. Who do you think is a sleeper in the East?
Just
Just based off of what you've seen so far in the preseason.
let me see.
And any off-season moves, you know what I'm saying?
Sleeper in the East.
I'm not going to cap.
Philly's looking
I wouldn't
good,
call them a sleeper.
but they're not really a sleeper. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Philly's not a sleeper. Nets aren't sleepers. Celtics aren't sleepers.
I'd have to give it, if I had to pick a sleeper out of the East,
Maybe Cleveland?
I was just thinking Cleveland, which is crazy because they got Donovan Mitchell. They still have their
haven't played
same
yet.
core, bro.
Yeah.
They have their same core, but now they just have the one. Like they have
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you think that's gonna?
I haven't seen them play yet.
You haven't seen them play?
No, they haven't. I don't think they played yet.
How many? So realistically, right? Who is gonna be the team that's actually gonna give some of these top teams in the East some competition? You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we have the Bucks, the Nets, the Sixers, but you know what I'm saying? We have some other teams here that are actually pretty good, bro. The East has gotten a lot better. The East has gotten a lot better. I would say the Bulls.
I mean, Bulls.
They made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but Lonzo Ball's out.
He is hurt.
And,
he is hurt.
Who else did they get? Did they get a new player?
I don't think they got any new players as far as offseason, but I do know that Zach LaVine is back healthy. Lonzo Ball's having some injury issues, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I think I still have faith in the Bulls because I think they have a good young core. But what you said about Cleveland, I think Cleveland is a real sleeper.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, bro, Cleveland for all these years, especially without, you know what I'm saying, LeBron.
Yeah. We got Garland. They got Garland with Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell? That's a hell of a backcourt.
And still got Kevin Love.
You still have Kevin Love.
You know, you got that vet in there.
Exactly. I think they still have
Jared Allen still there.
They still have Jared Allen, who came from the Nets. And he went to UT, so shout out to Jared Allen, man. Horns up, man. Hook him.
Shout out Leonard, his older brother.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Wait, Leonard's his older brother?
Yes, Leonard is his older brother.
You're lying.
Swear to God.
The Leonard we went to.
Yes, Leonard we went to school with is Jared Allen's older brother.
You're lying.
Swear to God, bro. Leonard was at Jared was at our basketball games, like our basketball games in middle school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. Jared went to Round Rock.
That's crazy.
Jared went to my high school.
So he from the city.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm rooting for Cleveland. I'm getting me a Jared Allen jersey. I swear to God.
I need to get a Jared Allen jersey.
I swear to God.
For sure.
But no, I think Cleveland has a good chance to. And this is funny because I'm in like a Discord, not even a Discord, but you know how like on Twitter, how you have like little communities and shit. I'm in like a little chat with like NBA niggas, and like they were saying how Cleveland really might be like a 4 or 5 seed, bro. Like they have that kind of potential. You know
do.
What I'm saying?
I'm trying to think, bro. I'm trying to think like other teams in the East because Orlando's not good.
Orlando's not good. The Knicks are dog shit.
Pistons are bad.
I think they're 1 or 2 pieces away. I think Charlotte is going to be really good. They still have LaMelo. They have their brother who, regardless of what people say online, bro, I think he's a great addition to that team.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? He's a big body. He can shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And LeVar, first off, before we even continue with the basketball shit, LeVar, dad of the century, bro.
No, absolutely, bro.
Dad of the century, bro.
He said he's going to have all his sons in the NBA, and what he do?
2 years ago, the entire world laughed at this man when he said all 3 of my sons are going to be in the NBA. Yeah. 2 years later, bro, what happened? Like, that shit crazy, bro. LeVar is really him, bro. Yeah. But I think LiAngelo, I mean, he had some struggles because you remember he was signed a couple times to like a G League team.
10-day contract.
Yeah, I think this contract.
He was putting up numbers with the G League team.
Yeah, but this is
NBA
NBA though.
Like wondering, like, no, but like even in Drew League or like even in Summer League, he was doing pretty well. Like, it might be his defense. I don't know because I haven't like really seen him.
I don't think he has a lot of lateral quickness. He's a spot up
lateral
shooter.
Quickness, but like he's real big with cherry picking. Like like someone grabs that rebound.
He got real used to that in Chino Hills because in Chino Hills they ran such an up tempo offense. You know what I'm saying? So like he's kind of used to that. So it's interesting to see how they're gonna incorporate. Because what position is he? He's a
shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard, right? And Melo, they have him running point.
Melo's point.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see
how. I mean, LiAngelo's not going to be starting. He's going to be coming off the bench.
Right, but I mean, still, it'll be interesting to see how they integrate him because, like, he doesn't. I haven't seen him do a lot on defense, like you were saying, other than just like offense. And anything that I've seen on offense,
I mean, he's a sniper,
spot up shooter. Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I think out of the West. Just going back to what we were saying as far as the West, I honestly, in my gut, bro, especially after the news that we just read with the Warriors, I think there's some chemistry issues there, but they're the defending champions, so I still expect them to be in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Do not sleep. And I'm a Lakers fan, chat, so like y'all got to forgive me, bro, but I think the Clippers might be legit if Kawhi has to play.
Everyone stays healthy.
Kawhi has to play.
You know no. They were looking good.
Did Paul George
stays healthy? Yeah,
Did Paul George play?
Yeah, Paul George played. Everyone played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
they were looking good. Pelicans played last night.
Zion dropped that weight.
Yeah.
Zion dropped that weight.
Yeah. Zion's
Bro's looking fucking deadly, which is crazy because
killing niggas. Even though he dropped the weight, still gonna be killing niggas. The only thing I feel like he got to work on is his stamina. Like he gets his endurance, he can stay in the game longer.
Right.
You know, because like you could tell when he's tired.
Right. Yeah, of course.
But I mean, you know, he's a big dude, so of course he's gonna get tired fast. But when he's in the game, bro, he still be bullying niggas like when he was playing at
Duke?
fucking not even Duke. Before that in high school, bro. You know how you like throw some shit up
and he just catch the shit.
Put backs like
that shit's ridiculous.
He did that shit like 3 times last night, bro.
I'm glad he lost that
grown
weight, bro.
men, bro.
Hey, he's back.
He's treating these niggas like babies.
But the thing is, with the Pelicans, they're so well put together. Zion doesn't have to be, because coming out of the draft, people were comparing him to like players who can do a lot. You know what I'm saying, with the ball in their hands or without. Zion is a completely different player. I don't think it's fair to compare him to like Bron and all this other shit the media does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think what his true gift is, bro. Whenever they're coming down the floor, he's on the block. You give it to. You know what I'm saying? You give it to Zion, he bullies you down low and he dunks it. Like, that's his bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? He's not a shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's a big body that can defend. And I think the Pelicans have a good shot, bro. Because they were in the mix. Who did they lose to last year? The Suns? If I remember correctly. They lost to somebody in the West. But I think they'll be in the conversation for sure.
How do you – ooh, man. Suns lost to that Australian team.
The 36ers?
Yeah, the 36ers.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I don't think that's –
But let me tell you –
when's the last time they said that happened? I think they said that like it happened like 2004.
It's been
some
it's
crazy,
been a long ass time.
Shit like that.
It's been almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
But I think that's sad, bro, because you got to think the Suns, bro, like where they were last year, right? And then they took that devastating loss to your team.
But shit, even the year before, I mean.
Yeah. And they were in the finals the year before.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I'm saying, like, the regression.
This is a championship caliber team.
Right. But the regression, because Chris Paul is 2 years older from when they were in the finals.
Right.
You got Devin Booker, who I think he's on his second to last year of a contract extension. I believe so. And then you got DeAndre Ayton, who
he don't even want to be there.
Which I understand. Now, granted, as a player, DeAndre Ayton, I wouldn't want to have him on my team personally. But if you go back and look at it, right, in that series against your team, the Mavericks, bro, he didn't really do it. And I feel like he would have been a difference maker had he been more productive. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't even want to be there. You got the owner that's trying to sell the team. There's a lot of distractions, you know what I'm saying, in that organization.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to James before you even pulled up, and I was like, I'm real big on organizational. You know what I'm saying? Shit can't go right on the basketball court if shit up top ain't even
right.
Because it trickles down. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Suns are going to struggle, bro.
It's a distraction.
I think the Suns are going to struggle.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think they'll be in the
mix.
Plus,
there's too much competition in the West, bro. Like Memphis is still looking good.
Yeah, and they're a young team. They're some dogs too,
bro.
They're hungry.
They were looking like mid-season form.
Yeah, they're a young team, game. So they have that. You know what I'm saying? They have that motor, that drive.
Hold on, did Memphis? Who got Rudy Gobert? Memphis got Rudy Gobert?
No, Rudy Gobert went to. Did he go to Memphis? No. He went to the Timberwolves.
Okay, Timberwolves. Okay.
So they have Cat and Rudy.
Why do they need 2 centers?
I think they're gonna move because Cat can low key. You know,
he could play the 4.
He could play the 4. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but they could. I
don't
play
think
the
so
4.
either. Like I don't think they should go big, honestly.
Because I mean, you got to think. So they have, I believe they still have D'Lo at point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have Ant at the 2. Right. I believe their 3 would be. I don't know who they have at the 3, and then 4 would be Cat, and then the 5 would be Rudy. Which might work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, though, because you got to think basketball is a game of matchups. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so with those 2 bigs, you know what I'm saying, it could work. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of big teams in the West like that besides Denver. Yeah. But I kind of wanted to talk about Homeboy. You were bringing him
Victor,
up to me.
Yeah, man.
So I'm not really hip to this dude, so can you tell me?
He's the projected number 1 pick, but he also played against the projected number 2 pick. Was this guy he's playing in the G League right now?
I forget his name, but his name is
Scoot Henderson.
Scoot Henderson, yep.
Yeah, bro, it's cold, man.
Scoot's crazy. I watched highlights of that.
Yeah.
But Victor, bro, I think
It's insane.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'll
Let's
let you-
paint the picture, right?
Break it down. Break
Let's
it
paint
down.
the
Break it
picture,
down.
right?
Break it down. Break it down.
7'4",
Okay.
8-foot wingspan,
Ridiculous.
shoots like KD.
Unfair.
Bro, he moves like a guard, man. He moves like a guard. I'm talking about coming off screens.
You've seen his
dribble,
Ball is Life
bro,
mixtape,
dribble
right?
pull up. Yeah, I seen it.
The first clip,
Bro.
the first 2 seconds. This
What's
nigga,
up with these Euro players, bro?
Hey, for real, for me to be honest.
Giannis, Luka, and then Victor coming, bro. Like,
And look, this is something that I think we've talked about once before on the pod. But you got to think, right? These Euro players, like let's just take Luka for example, was playing in the pros, in the Euro pros, but the pros
at
nonetheless.
like 16.
At 16.
Yeah,
So he's fundamentally sound.
right.
You take a U.S. player at that same age, at Luka's at that point in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
All they're doing, and I could be wrong. I'm not in the AAU scene, but
Mm-hmm.
from the outside looking in, from like what we see, our perspective,
Mm-hmm.
we just see a bunch of young cats who were talented.
Right.
Let's not take nothing from none of these niggas.
Right.
They're talented, but it's a bunch of highlight reels.
Right.
I don't see a lot of fundamentally sound, and I could be wrong. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm going off of my eye test.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Ricky Rubio played in the Euro League since 16 too. And he didn't have the greatest career. I mean, well, you know, he had a pretty good career, but like
I just think in the future, bro, a lot of these European players are finna take over the league, bro.
yeah,
I promise you.
bro, they're already
I
starting,
promise
bro.
you. It all started with it started with Giannis. It
Yeah.
really started way before that. You know what I'm saying? With Dirk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really
True.
started way before that. You know what I'm saying? Because Dirk came in and did some shit that was never done before in the league.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He came from Germany. And nowadays, with the players that are evolving now, you got Victor 7'4",
Yeah,
shooting like fucking KD.
Yeah.
He has lateral quickness.
bro. This dude is 7'4" taking jump shots. Like,
That shit is unfair.
it's ridiculous, bro.
So,
Like,
but
how do you block that?
it's easy.
And he's
can't.
too fast for centers.
That's true, bro.
He's too fast for centers. He's too big for guards.
Now, my question is, so you take a player of that potential, because me and James were talking about it too in terms of the NFL, right? How when players come out of the draft and the media hypes them up and they're like, oh, we like to compare.
They're already talking about teams
we like to
tanking just
compare.
get
Yeah, exactly. Like we like to compare players, you know what I'm saying, and this and that coming out of the draft. From what you have seen so far from Victor, what's his closest comparison, I guess? And do you see him succeeding in the NBA? You know what I'm saying? Because the NBA is a different game.
Honestly, I think his closest comparison is KD, bro.
Damn.
Like, cause just to be that big and move like a guard,
Yeah.
and like Giannis is fast and
But he
big
ain't,
too.
he
But
ain't
like
got that.
Giannis is like forceful. Like he doesn't have that like
He uses
finesse.
type shit.
Yeah.
This dude is a little taller, has more of a finesse game.
Yeah, for
which
sure.
I've never seen before.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, at that size,
At that size, I have a theory too, bro. Like I want to say, and I made this
this
joke.
nigga was made in a lab.
This nigga, bro, on some Dexter's Laboratory shit, bro. They put this nigga's
God.
DNA in a test tube. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was like,
You know what I'm saying? Like you remember when Dr. Giro made fucking Cell and Android 17 and 18?
facts.
Whoever was in that lab, nigga, is cooking.
them niggas cooking.
Them niggas cooking, bro. Cause
Let 'em cook.
goddamn.
Yo, so do you want to talk about this this AB situation, man?
Man, I don't know what AB's problem is, and I don't know if it's, and I don't mean to make fun of dude because it could be CTE,
It could be.
but I can't condone. Like I was
Yeah.
rooting for him, like up until the point where he, you know what I'm saying, took off his, you know what I'm saying, helmet
Like
and
mid-game.
uniform
Yeah,
and shit
for real.
mid-game.
I was like, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
Like
sense.
I feel you. You
He
know
doesn't
what
want
I'm
to
saying?
get hurt.
You know what I'm saying? A man does what a man gonna do.
Right.
But one thing that I cannot condone, bro, and I feel like this sends the wrong message, right, to anybody that wants to be in that position. The nigga that you never bite the hand that feeds you. That's
No,
the number
facts.
one rule.
Bro, that was big.
That's the
too.
number one rule.
Yeah.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you. And what does this man do? Post a picture with Tom Brady's wife?
That's crazy. Do you think that's worse than the shit that happened in Dubai?
I think, yeah. Because in Dubai, bro, you're in a different, and I don't know how Dubai's laws work, and I'm
Right.
not condoning what he did in Dubai. That's
Yeah.
disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
that's, like, what the fuck were you thinking? That's
And then
ridiculous.
And then for them to try and blur that shit out on Twitter.
Type shit. I'm like, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, you might as well just blur the whole picture.
Like,
I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, bro. And like for him to put his whole ass in a woman's face like that.
That shit is crazy.
That shit's not cool. But I honestly think in terms of, because they always say the NFL is like a brotherhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
AB begged for a chance to come back. I want to come back. I want to do this. I want to be right? Tom Brady had a second guest house. Let you sleep in his roof.
Facts.
Because of Tom Brady. And the coach didn't even want you, bro.
Facts.
Tom Brady's word holds weight in the NFL, bro. He brought you onto the team, helped you win a championship. Right. I believe that's his second chip, if I'm not mistaken, because he won one with Ben, and then I think he won, and then he obviously won one with Tampa Bay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He helped you win a chip, bro, and then you're gonna post his wife, his wife, in the midst of everything that's allegedly going on.
Right.
So it's like I think
the divorce is facts.
AB only has one Super Bowl win.
Okay,
and that's with Tampa Bay, right? Okay. I stand corrected there because I could have sworn he won one with Pittsburgh, but I guess not.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
But no, I think both situations are both bad in their own right. But in terms of AB, the football player, you don't do that shit.
No, absolutely not.
But AB, the person, isn't
any
better.
Like still, even as a person,
that's exactly.
I feel like you shouldn't do that shit. Like that's disgusting, bro. Like,
and we were talking about it too. Like in Dubai, they have stricter laws.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't this man being disciplined?
Detained
something, bro. Like you just don't do that shit.
That's crazy, bro.
You don't do that shit, bro. Like that shit is not cool. That's disgusting.
They don't play that shit.
I don't condone it. Like I didn't even think it was funny at first. And this nigga's in the video
either.
smiling and shit.
I was confused.
I was laughing at first because I'm like, there's no way. Like I was in disbelief.
Crazy.
Like but like, how do you? And obviously, this is a dumbass question.
I don't think you can like rationalize that. I mean, he's just like he's.
There's no way for me to rationalize it without sounding like I'm on one side of the fence versus the other. It's not okay. But I think, in terms of a bigger picture, right, with CTE, I think that shit needs to be studied, bro. Because I just don't see.
I don't want this to be blamed on CTE because there's 1,000 other NFL players
that did not do that.
All of this stuff and aren't putting their ass in another woman's face.
Exactly, James. And that's why I said like I'm trying to rationalize it without trying to make it seem. You know what I'm saying?
But
I think it's more. I think it's more. I do think he has something wrong.
I would have to agree.
I just don't think it's. And maybe CTE accelerated
I feel like CTE
it.
Might be like play into that as well, though, because like we don't know the effects.
And we certainly never will until he's dead and we can study his brain. But I don't want it to solely be
based on CTE
because there's 100,000.
Because that would excuse AB as the person, and that's not what we're here to do.
It's not excusing him; it's putting the blame on something else
other than him as the person.
And I know that there are people out there that have CTE that aren't doing stuff like that. So yes, maybe of course it could have something to do with it. But I don't want it to be the sole blame, especially with that being such a big deal, especially with what Tua's going through right now.
Exactly.
Especially with that CTE stuff. Like, I think it's just such a big point of emphasis in the NFL right now that I don't think that it's okay to just let AB's shenanigans
we can't just chop it up and be like, okay, it's
CTE. Okay.
Fair. No, that's fair. That's 100% fair. I'm with you on that 100%.
For sure.
Now, in terms of like him. And like I was saying earlier, this is a dumbass question because we all know the answer. But honestly, do you think later down the line, it's a long season, do you think later down the line a team gets desperate enough to want to bring someone in? And this is just a prediction. We don't know. But like after the events of what you saw, if a team does, let's say, get injury riddled right before the playoffs, do you think a team gets desperate enough to sign that? And what message do you think, if they do, what message do you think that'll send?
I think they would sign T.O. before they would sign AB.
Hey, I think them motherfuckers will sign Josh Gordon before they sign AB.
Bro, they're going to sign OBJ.
Josh Gordon shouldn't even.
OBJ's still on the block.
OBJ is still on the block. Come to the Cowboys, man.
He is.
We need you.
They're going to sign him way before they sign AB. AB will never play another snap in the NFL.
Yeah, I think he's done. I think he's done.
No, he's absolutely done.
But given
he's gonna put that shit
given
on.
the history of the given the history of the NFL, in certain situations where players
he might be on the Cowboys next week.
Stop playing with me, bro.
What do you mean stop playing with me? That's something Jerry would do.
Jerry would do some shit like that, and that's my.
I mean, shit, bro. He's gonna be on the Browns. The Browns taking everybody.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah,
They're like, hey, Deshaun Watson, we don't care. Come over.
Yeah,
They're like, hey,
Browns are
Deshaun
ass.
Watson, we don't care. Come over.
You have all this shit going on?
Kareem Hunt, we don't care. Come through.
Yeah, bro. Like, but Jerry does have a history of doing some.
He
similar.
did sign T.O. after T.O. kneeled on the star and did all that.
And Randy Gregory was involved.
Nah,
in
bro, but they treat T.O. like he doing shit that AB's doing.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying though. Like with the NFL, the NFL isn't consistent in their punishments, right?
Yeah,
because we've had players who have had actual, you know what I'm saying, like with the whole, and I don't mean to just pin it on this one player, but like the AP situation, you feel me? When he, I guess it was like child abuse.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And he was allowed to play again. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking, because I just want to understand, like
he was whooping his kid.
Exactly, but the NFL is so inconsistent with their punishment.
The NFL is not the judiciary system, so
Correct.
I don't understand why we expect them to do such.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
No,
mean,
facts.
I feel like that's the same. Damn, bro, we could just.
We can go all day about
We can
this.
get into this too, but I feel like that could be the same with these services like Twitch and YouTube.
Explain.
So their terms of services, like I don't know if you saw like Jadion's video where he was talking about like favoritism on Twitch.
Yeah,
and
I believe that's when Kai hit like it was before
he
hit 100,000.
It was before.
Yeah, it was before he hit 100,000.
Before he even hit 80K.
He kind of called out I remember.
He started that because this YouTuber named Corey Kenshin actually made a video talking about how his video got age restricted, and other YouTubers that are Corey Kenshin's black, other YouTubers that were white. He was saying it might be a race thing. He was saying it might just be some other issue, but like the inconsistencies with like age restricting videos and
type shit.
And like
the goalposts move so much depending on the person.
Got kicked off of YouTube recently.
Yeah, I seen that.
I don't agree with what he says, and he may go a little bit too extreme.
For those who aren't familiar with Sneeko is in the same lane as like an Andrew Tate. Am I understanding?
Yeah, he's kind of like a mini Andrew Tate.
Okay,
mini Andrew Tate.
Is he like misogynist? Like I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah. He's extremely misogynistic, but he's smart. He's smart, but like he's a hypocrite in the way he speaks as well. But
so I don't want to play devil's advocate here for YouTube because certainly I don't want to do that. But
no, for sure.
YouTube has to deal with millions and millions and millions of videos coming in every single day.
For sure.
So they have an algorithm to have those go through that system. Whereas when you're in the NFL, every single person sees you on TV live every weekend. So I just feel like, there's a little bit of a difference.
And you're right because
no, you're right.
Because that one player represents the entire brand that is the NFL.
For sure.
Whereas like a streamer doesn't necessarily represent Twitch unless you're a higher up. But I feel
shoot, bro. Kai is just now getting the
recognized.
Exactly, just not getting the recognition he deserves. And I mean, it's good to see, but it's like, bro, like, why did it take so long?
Why did it take so long?
Jadion still banned off of Twitch for no reason when there was a girl literally having sex,
getting her
on
back
Twitch,
broke,
and she got banned for. She got
shadow banned for like a week.
No.
She got suspended.
She got suspended for a week.
You feel me?
Like
that
shit is crazy.
And
that shit is crazy.
And
you got bitches on Twitch on doing hot tub streams, bro. Like
I was on Twitch, bro, and I seen some females doing like. They were playing like Twister or some shit, like you know what I'm saying, doing like
bikinis or some shit.
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro, it's
I'm
ridiculous.
Like, and that's and I feel you on that correlation because it's like when it comes to these nowadays, right? It's like as a creator, I'm the product. You feel me?
For sure.
Like Kai Cenat, his content is not the product. He's the product.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like as far as the AB situation goes and the other past situations that they've dealt with as a league. Those players are the product.
For sure. Like if you can't market them, then
and that's my question, right? Because the NFL at the end of the day is a business.
For sure.
And
I mean that's the same thing with like Kaepernick.
Exactly. Right? It's bad for business, but at the same time controversy is almost always good for business. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me saying.
You have Jerry Jones saying that all promotion is good promotion. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
Man.
As
that's
long
true.
as you got my name in your mouth, it's good to go.
Hey, and
that's why he's worth Dallas, man.
And that's why he's worth $5 billion. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
AB might come to Dallas, man.
I just think like in terms of the goalposts moving when it comes to certain players. I just think there needs to be some consistency with that.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because there's no way, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, and AB shouldn't have never even been on the Bucks, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just based off of previous, you know what I'm saying, shit. But I don't know, man. I think as a creator, these major companies and platforms that we use to express ourselves and shit, they realize that we're the product, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me because you brought up Kai, right? The biggest streamer right now, the king of Twitch.
For sure.
I saw a Mr. Beast interview where they offered him $1 billion to sell his business, right? Which, and I get, Kai Cenat's not doing food, he's not doing merch, he's not doing other shit that Mr. Beast is doing, but I still feel like Kai is worth somewhere in that ballpark. I'm not saying $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Like he's getting offered.
No, he definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He does a lot for Twitch,
he
does a lot for that community.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I just
Twitch focuses more on like the poggers and like the WL community, like your Kai Cenats, your agents, your Rage, Bruce, like.
And just in terms of black creators too, I mean, I'm not a fan of him personally, but Speed's doing his fucking thing.
No, for sure.
Speed's doing his thing.
Speed is like
the king of YouTube right now.
No, he's definitely
the king of YouTube, bro. Like
breaking records and shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like these young dudes, bro. They, you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna do what they do. But I just feel like these bigger platforms, they owe it to the creator to at least acknowledge a nigga when it happens. Like don't be waiting. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna offer a nigga this, that, and the third, bro, keep it consistent across.
Well, I got a question for you. So, like, if they have issues with all these platforms, where do they go?
If you're a creator,
you kind of just got to deal with it.
I mean, yeah, and that's the deal with.
There's a monopoly out there.
It is a monopoly.
I mean, that is a part of it.
It is.
Where do you go if you're in the NFL and you don't want to play football anymore? Or you want to play football for somewhere else. You don't play for the Aussie Football League. You don't go play for the Canadian Football League. There's only one place to play football and make
at the highest level.
At the highest level, exactly.
It's a monopoly.
You can request a trade and do all this other shit, but at the end of the day, you still gonna play for the NFL.
Facts.
You feel me? In the NFL, they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, with the AB situation, I mean that shit's weird, man. I can't condone that. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to see a brother fail, but that brother has fallen way off the, you know what I'm saying, the wayside there, man. But
you know what else I can't condone?
What? Please don't tell me. We finna go into Kanye?
We about to get into
We finna go into Kanye? Oh, my God.
Kanye with this White Lives Matter
Oh,
shit,
my
bro.
God.
Like,
hold on, bro. Hold on. Go ahead, bro.
And I didn't even know what was going on until I started seeing Jaden's tweets.
What event was this at? Can you, like,
so I think
was it a concert or a fashion show?
No, I think it was a fashion show. I think it was for Balenciaga. And
for Balenciaga?
Yeah, I think it was for Balenciaga.
And he was with Candace Owens. I seen that.
He was with Candace Owens. Apparently, Jaden Smith was there. And soon as he saw Ye come out in that shirt, he was like, yeah, I gotta go.
Nah, bro. Like, and we were kind of talking about this earlier. I kind of wanted to save our thoughts for the podcast, but truthfully, okay, we finna pour this up. But give me your perspective. Like, what was your initial thought when you first seen that? Was it more shock value,
bro,
or were you just like, I'm not even surprised?
It was more so like, shit, here we go again.
Right.
Like, bro, come on now, bro. Like, we already had this situation with what you calling slavery a choice. You wearing the MAGA hat just to try to prove a point.
Now,
and I know he probably has a reason behind this, and he's trying to prove a point behind this. And he did post on his story saying that we all know that BLM is
cheers, my boy.
BLM is a scam.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Which it is. That's documented.
Which it is. And I won't. What's the word?
Fuck that movement. I'll come out and say it. Fuck that movement.
No. I'm not saying. Fuck
no, bro. The founder of that movement took all the donations
the organization.
And bought a fucking mansion.
The organization. Yeah.
Fuck them. That's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying.
Not the movement, though.
That's
what I'm saying.
The purpose of the movement.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, Black Lives Matter, the movement.
I'm 100%
still
with it.
exactly. I'm still very much with it. It's still very prevalent, but the organization kind of just fucked everyone up. You know what I'm saying? Fucked all of us over, really. Because I mean, it made us look bad as a whole. It made us look bad as a unit, and now that's what they got to hold over. It's like, oh look what they do. You know what I'm saying?
And now I guess, go ahead.
And I think he was using that to try and say like, oh, now we're even, now we're equal. Bro, you're a fucking billionaire. You don't know what the average black person goes through. Yeah. Like the average everyday black person, he's so out of touch with like what's really going on. Like,
and that's my question. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's my question there, because we were talking about it before we went live, and I was saying I'm trying to rationalize it without sounding like a coon or this and that. Like, I really want to understand what the fuck he was thinking, right? You go to a Balenciaga fashion show. Yeah. That's owned by the white man.
For sure.
And you wear a White Lives Matter shirt, and this is all coming after you went on all these rants and then you supported Trump and all this other shit, right? Kanye, like you said, is a billionaire. There's motherfuckers that stand this nigga. Like, I'm a Kanye fan. Like, but as a person, I can't wrap my head around what his message is. And initially, right? Because I try not to let the shock value dictate my view on something, right? But I just can't wrap my head around, because he has such a big audience and such a big influence on the masses. What message does that really send? Like, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, that's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Like, I really can't wrap my head around the purpose, or like what message that can convey. Like
that, because first, like you said, he came with before we continue, Kanye, great musician, legend.
Absolutely.
We love him as a musician, but as a person, I just think, as a black man, if you're a billionaire,
for sure,
you're having lunch with fucking Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the nigga who run Google. Like, you're in those rooms. Bro,
my bad. I didn't mean
No, you're good. You're good.
Bro, we never said white lives did not matter, bro. We never said. I don't understand how black lives mattering makes everyone so upset, bro. Like, when you see the shit that's been going on the past few years, like, shit, being in America, period. Being a black man in America, being a black person in America, period. We never matter. We're always seen as less than. And we were always seen as less than.
And I think,
and now that we, now that we're making our voices heard, it's like an issue.
It's like we took a step forward, because you remember during the pandemic, and this happened in our very city.
Yeah. When
George Floyd, I guess, got shot or whatever. This is peak COVID. You know what I'm saying? Austin getting fucking on fire right now. You know what I'm saying? Austin was on fire, bro. And you go from that, and like you said, Black lives mattering doesn't mean that nobody else's life matter. Right. We just want to be treated equal.
Facts.
So as a person who holds so much weight in terms of influence on our youth, I can't, and I want to understand. Like, that's why I'm like, I really want to, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
could I give you my perspective?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hell yeah, nigga.
So I have been told like 100 times why I'm wrong about this, and I do agree with that perspective that I am wrong about this. But here's my perspective on this. I kind of equate it to the whole women's push of things. Every time a woman pushes, like, whatever it is their agenda is,
right.
It feels like I'm the one at fault because men are, I guess the reason why women
are generalized,
and so it seems like, at least to me a couple of times, 100 times apparently, was that when Black Lives Mattered, it meant that we were at fault for the reason that
I see where you're coming from.
And so, every time that Black Lives Mattered came up, it was like, well, okay, so I'm the reason for that then.
No.
So, like, it's like, well, well, I wasn't. I didn't do that.
Right.
Like, yeah, maybe my people did, and maybe that happened, but like I didn't do that.
Right.
So, like, so you know, I just don't like. I think it's one of those things where I just don't want to be at blame.
Right.
For I mean, it was kind of like stuff, you know.
And that's a really good point. And I'll let you go. I'll let you go before I get my.
So I was gonna say it's kind of like like the same thing with women saying men ain't shit.
Right.
Like, if you know it doesn't apply to you, you kind of really just gotta kind of like tune that shit out. Yeah. Like,
if the shit don't fit, don't put that bitch on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, the shit's gonna be said regardless.
Right.
And it's something that needs to be said. But like, I could understand. I can understand from your perspective. But like it's still something that needs to be said. It's still a message that needs to be pushed out.
I absolutely agree. I just, you know, that was kind of my perspective coming from that place. It was like, you know, damn. Like,
I would probably think the same thing. I would
if I'm being completely honest, I think, and like you said, right? Mm-hmm. Follow me, bro. I'm with the movement. Mm-hmm. The purpose behind the movement, the whole point of the movement existing, I'm with that. Mm-hmm. But the people that created the movement, who used the movement against its own people, right?
It's ridiculous.
They come out with the term Black Lives Matter, which they do. They do. Mm-hmm. Black lives do matter. Mm-hmm. But I think they knew what they were doing with that statement, bro. They knew that putting that, instead of saying Black Lives Matter too, they put Black Lives Matter, which is facts, but they knew that would cause every, you know what I'm saying, that would cause even more of a divide. It's all about money, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my disappointment is within Kanye, because you know this shit. You know that the founder of Black Lives Matter used all the donations that our people paid for to buy a fucking mansion in the hills and houses and shit.
She bought 3 houses.
3 houses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for you to still come out and wear that doesn't, my mind honestly can't wrap around that. But I think as a people, right? Mm-hmm. And this is important. I think as a people, we have to stop looking at artists as role models. Yeah. Kanye's not a role model. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? None of these entertainers are role models. And this is a message for any nigga that looks up to these niggas that are in better positions than all of us.
So LeBron should just play ball then.
No. You're taking what I'm saying.
No, okay. I was just wondering.
No. You're good. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that our people should not speak up.
Or that they can't be role models.
Or that they can't be, you know what I'm saying? But there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. LeBron, he has never came out and said white lives matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never, and we're not saying white lives don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. All we're saying is that when somebody is in that position of power and have that much influence,
exactly, bro.
It's
harmful.
It's truly harmful.
I mean, that's the same thing Van Lathan was saying when he came up to TMZ and he was saying, "Oh, I feel like I'm thinking freely, and slavery doesn't exist." And
yeah, that slavery was.
Do you feel like I'm thinking freely? Like no, bro. I feel like spitting nonsense, bro. Like,
yeah. and mind you, as people, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I can't
absolutely.
I can't say fuck Kanye for how he feels. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it.
Right.
But at the same time, bro, you know damn well you have a bigger responsibility to your people, bro, than that. You know what I'm saying? Bro. That just put us, we were making so much progress, and now I feel like we just took 10 steps back. And the motive behind it might have been pure. The intentions might have been pure, but the action behind it, like you know that saying, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Mm-hmm. It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. You know what I'm saying? I
feel like it was a clout chase move, bro.
You think so? But what is he? But what is he chasing clout for? He's a billionaire.
I don't know. He might be dropping a new album soon or something. Or I mean, shit, he got a new line coming out.
The Kardashians are coming back.
If we want to keep it 100, bro.
Yeah, but I mean,
but he's not back with Kim though.
No, he's not. But that literally, like, he came back into Twitter right before the Kardashians got announced. You don't think that he's still a part of that, like, that conversation? And
that's a very good point. Because as everyday people, bro, and this is real shit, and I think about this a lot. As everyday people, we don't obviously see what goes on behind the scenes,
right?
But I think there's a bigger agenda to that shit, bro. Mm-hmm. It has to be. Because how do you go from Jesus walks and da-da-da-da-da, this and that and the third.
Bush doesn't care about black people
to this.
To this.
What happened? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and that's something that's a real sensitive topic. And like I said, I don't support what Kanye did, but I really more so than anything want to understand why he did it. And I don't think we ever will.
I'm kind of like done with trying
you know
to
what I'm saying?
Understand.
And it's honestly sad because we don't, as black men, right? We don't have anybody besides like our own people, right? We don't have anybody to like look up to, like men who were in a bigger position, who hold positions of power, like a Kanye, like a LeBron, like a Jay-Z, right? As black men, we look to them for guidance on how to elevate, right?
Right.
Kanye just shit on all that, you know what I'm saying? And I can't respect that because, like, I know people personally who look up to dude. Like, we were talking about it about a month or two ago. My favorite Kanye album in the past decade, or my favorite album, period, in the past decade is a Kanye album. You know what I'm saying? Because I support dude that much. But this type of shit is just, I don't know, it's harmful to the community and it's harmful to the world given where we are now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as a black man, you're saying white lives matter, and then we're saying black lives matter. It's creating nothing but more of a divide. Right. And I feel like it's part of a bigger agenda, and I don't fucking respect it, period. Kanye is a great producer, a great artist. Yeah. But as him getting into this and him being with Candace Owens, and it's a lot of extra
in the politics.
Yeah, and it's and how do you feel about that? Just while we're on that topic, like,
I mean, I don't think he's the right person to for politics. He's not.
My bigger point, stable. Right? My bigger point, right, is that as a country, as a whole, we actually entertain the idea of him even running for president.
Right.
Back 10, 20 years ago, we're not even entertaining a celebrity running for president. So, like, the fact that we're at this point now, you know what I'm saying, it's just it's off. Yeah. And
I mean, but once we saw Trump do it, like, that's when he knew. It was like, okay, I can do that too.
Right. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Kanye is wanting to be harmful. No. I truly believe his intentions are to spread awareness.
I really don't know anymore.
And I want to believe that, right? I'm not saying that's what I believe. I want to believe that.
I feel like he has ulterior motives. Like,
it's just a bigger agenda, man. But I think as a people, we have to stop looking at entertainers as role models. Like,
he said, no one man should have all this power.
And now look at him. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like Ye doesn't have anyone to check him. So, like, that's
who's gonna check him, bro?
Exactly. I feel like that's the biggest issue. Like,
who's gonna check him?
If he had someone to check him,
he doesn't fuck with Jay no more.
I know.
Jay's fucking damn near 50, bro. He raising a family. Like, he's not finna babysit you, bro.
Right.
Kim, she over you, bro. Like,
facts.
So now you're
she got to worry about her empire because Ray J coming for that ass.
Hey. That's actually hilarious, bro.
Have we talked about that?
We haven't. And I'm glad you brought that up.
You want to get into that?
I do want to get into that, bro, because I feel like Hollywood, bro, and this is what I'm saying. I don't look up to none of these motherfuckers, bro, because they're all the same.
Yeah.
All that shit. And I don't think Ray J has a reason to lie.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think Ray J has a reason to lie at all. And if what he's saying is factual, 100%, I can't get down with none of that shit,
they said they was trying to, like, shut down his live. I honestly feel like they have enough power to do that too.
Yes, bro. And, bro, like, when you're in
like Kim got Mark on speed dial. Like, yo, shut his shit down. He giving away, he leaking all the information. Like,
big facts. And think about this, right? That whole family has so much power.
Yeah.
They have so much influence. People blindly follow whatever the fuck they do.
Of course.
Just because they have that power. So, in turn, they take that power and they abuse it, and they... You know what I'm saying? They just, it's all just a big, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if what Ray J is saying is true, that's some evil ass shit, and that's why
it is, bro. Like, he got shit to, he got fucking text messages and DMs.
The fact
to prove
the fact that the mom is the mastermind behind all that shit.
Yeah, bro, bro.
All that shit, and that
shit is crazy. The fact that she watching her daughter's sex tape, and they plan this shit, they sign contracts, like, bro.
And they play the shoot a second when it's Santa Clara or Santa Barbara.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm
crazy,
saying.
Bro.
Like,
and this man's been painted as a villain for how many years, and it's fucked up his his career.
But that's
like,
the powers that
bro,
be.
Even with and the reason he's gonna sue is because, like, they're
didn't they like trying to like
with the Raycons, bro? I think they're trying to like get them out of as like CEO.
Yeah, type shit. And then I think also because they had some new show that aired and they were talking about the tape, of course.
Yeah.
Something to get views going.
And his daughter's getting older too. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I think, and going back to Kanye too, this is why I think what he's doing, I believe he has good intentions behind it, because remember, he came out against the Kardashians saying, I don't want my daughter on none of this social media shit. And you and I both know, as social media niggas, it's part of our job, it's what we do. It's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of weirdos.
So if putting two and two together, right? You got Chris basically running all this shit, being the puppeteer behind the scenes. What do you think? And this is speculation. I don't know. I'm speculating. History repeats itself, right? If she gonna do that to her own daughters, what makes you think she ain't gonna try to pull some shit against her? You know what I'm saying? Against other members of her family, like. So when it comes to that, right? In terms of, I guess, blackballing or you know what I'm saying, running shit. I think I think Ray J's 100% right, bro. And it'll be interesting to see when it all comes out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what. You feel me? Because there's a lot of.
Yeah, I hope they have a public trial.
Bro, this Hollywood is weird.
Yeah.
That's why I told you and Soze, like I don't want to be an artist anymore, bro. Just because there's so much shit that goes on and like behind the scenes.
I feel like you just gotta like separate yourself. I mean,
yeah.
like honestly,
that's true.
I mean, I haven't reached that level yet, so I don't know that lifestyle. And
but it's a blessing that you see that now.
No, for sure.
You feel me? Yeah.
But I feel like after when I do reach that level, having something that keeps me grounded, like
that's what it is.
You know, being real tight with your family, being real tight with the friends that you grew up with.
Exactly.
And
I don't think any of those people that we look up to have that grounding.
No.
See what I'm saying? They're blinded by a bunch of bullshit that doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah. What is an artist to you guys? What is being an artist mean?
To me,
I would say like musician, actor.
Yeah, that's what it does. What does it mean though?
And being an artist to me means expressing yourself through various platforms and forms of art, whether that be music, podcasting, acting.
So you dropped the definition.
It's how you express yourself through various platforms. That's what an artist means to me.
No, okay, that's what it does. What does it mean though? What does it mean to be that?
It means that you come with. It means that it comes with a lot of back end bullshit, right? Because on the surface level, you know what I'm saying, you can have a fan base, you know what I'm saying, that blindly follows you like a Kanye fan.
Most artists in this world don't have fan bases, dude. Only the select 1% have the biggest, and then maybe the top 10% have a fan base.
So what does an artist mean? What does being an artist mean to you?
To me, an artist is somebody who expresses a story that they need to get out, and it through any means necessary, and to anyone that will listen, but doesn't need anyone to listen.
And that's interesting that you brought that up. By any means necessary, right?
That means through theater, through all
by
those
any
things
means
that you were
necessary. Saying. That means that you were willing to do a lot of shit.
So there's a difference between sharing your story and needing that to be heard. An artist shares a story. A celebrity needs to be heard.
Okay.
Damn, that might be a bar.
No, that's a bar. That's a bar for sure. Yeah. And that actually makes sense because as a celebrity, right? You always hear crazy shit in the news about celebrities, but they never give you the art, right? And it's like that in hip hop too. More specifically, hip hop, we never really hear about. And it's I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's really the opposite. Because in hip hop, you hear about the clout chasing element of it as opposed to the actual art.
Or like the drama.
The drama. I'm on hip hop. I'm on Twitter all day, nigga, and you are too.
Yeah.
I don't see anything pertaining to the art of the artist. I just pertaining to the drama, like with the Blueface shit. And
right. Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, there's tons of celebrities that ain't got no art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. So they feel the need to be heard, so they're going to go out and do a bunch of bullshit.
Exactly.
They're going to go out and do a bunch of bullshit just to be famous.
The people that are famous for just
like with Kim.
Yeah.
She ain't got no fucking talent, but she has one of the biggest empires on the planet, bro.
Yeah.
Because she felt the need to be heard through that. And I can't even call that art, but through that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hoe, but
some people do call it art, but I mean, anyways.
Teachers own.
But no, my point behind that is just like, I do think that an artist is the burning need to tell a story, and then to share that with at least one person.
And I think Kanye is stuck in the gray area of that. Because he wants people.
Kanye literally has that word or that bar where it's like, I know when nobody's listening to me that I am nobody now.
Type shit.
It's not that exact bar, but it's something like
something
that.
along those lines.
But so it's like, yeah, okay, so maybe you're beyond an artist now. Maybe you've lost yourself in your art so much.
And I think that's what it is, bro. Losing yourself in the art, right? And that's where I feel like people's morals get compromised. You know what I'm saying? That's where I feel like you get taken advantage of, like where Kris Jenner doing all the behind the scenes shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so basically, like you're not an artist if you're not doing it for yourself.
Exactly. If you're an artist,
I would say you have to at least do it for yourself.
The why you're doing it has to be not only for yourself, but the message that you want to reach other people. And that's what I was saying. Like Kanye, I truly believe like his intentions are good, but the way that you're doing it is just a little too like the shock value, which the shock value I get because people's attention spans nowadays.
Because he's already like.
I get the shock value because you come out, people are going to talk about it, and it's going to generate clicks, right? Bro, but at the same time, the intention.
Post a meme on Instagram and it's still gonna get the same attention.
And I agree with that. That's why it's such a hard like topic to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I rock with dude, but I can't rock with dude because you're doing some bullshit that's harming the motherfuckers that our generation is raising. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know, man. I hope Kanye comes to his senses, and I truly hope someone on his side, you know what I'm saying, sits him down and be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because that's some real shit that you said, bro. Like, it's harming our community.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And that sends the wrong message.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. So
he is also in, like, the upper echelon of the 1%.
Bro, he's a billionaire.
That is
Absolutely.
true,
So it's
too.
like,
so the message that he sends holds more weight.
He can't help but have the whole world listen to everything he says.
Exactly.
You know?
So why not? So, like, with you knowing that, right? Because Kanye knows that.
Right.
Knowing that, why would you do that? That's what I'm trying to rationalize. You know
going back to when he did that thing to Taylor Swift, when he got up there and said, "I'm gonna let y'all live," but
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, but so it's like it's kind of like, why would you do that? It's like, well, I mean, I think he legit had a good point behind that. He wanted y'all to be like, yo, like let's be real here.
Beyonce should have won.
So.
But and so it's like, yeah, I feel like I have a place. I not only do I have the following and the platform to speak on this,
right.
but I have the I'm gonna get away with doing this as well. And he's done it multiple times too. I think that he's done it so many times and gotten away with it that he just doesn't know how not to anymore. Because yeah, it's still gonna do it anyway. I could do it in a lesser way. But look, I'm gonna get away with this, and I'm gonna get away with it again, and maybe he's not thinking in that exact.
They done gave the wrong niggas money.
It's just like
they done gave the wrong niggas money. Hey, give me and Fully $6 billion. Hey, we finna. We building Wakanda for real.
No, for real.
For real.
I don't even know what the first thing I would do. Honestly,
really,
I have no idea.
The first thing I'm doing, my immediate family, everybody's out of debt.
No, absolutely. Of course.
After
that's obvious.
That's
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean
houses, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody finna be good.
But my first big purchase, I don't know, bro. I'm not a materialistic.
Before that, you got to say who's your family and who's coming out of the woodworks and pretending like they family.
No, my immediate family. It's the
my
immediate
family is coming out of the woodworks.
Damn. I mean, I went and saw my mom today. Like I see.
Yeah, my parents are definitely getting taken care of first. After they're taken care of, and I buy myself a house.
Yeah.
Hey, boys. Hey, we finna go to goddamn Greece, nigga, for a goddamn week, nigga. We finna party it up. Hey, pack y'all shit, you feel me? Hey, for real.
So, if Ye was doing this shit like 30 years ago, do you think he'd be in the same position as the baby? Because they're saying the baby's blackballed. Wait, first of all, do you think the baby's blackballed?
I have a two-part answer to that question, right? The first part, I would say no, only because in less than a year, you went from 100-something K first week to like 20K first week. So from in that short of a time frame, naturally I would say yes, but at the same time I would say no, because you remember what he did at one of the biggest festivals on the planet Earth, and you said some anti shit, bro.
It was weird.
It was super weird, and it was unnecessary. It wasn't needed. And for you to do that on a platform that's going back to what we were saying about Kanye, like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
if Kanye was in that position, he wouldn't have been blackballed because he's too powerful to be. He doesn't need anybody.
We talking 30 years ago though.
Oh, if Kanye,
no, that's what I'm saying.
What the baby is doing now, if Kanye did this years ago?
If Kanye was like doing shit that the baby's doing now, but like 30
back
years
then?
ago, exactly.
Oh, nigga, what?
He'd be out of here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I don't know, bro.
The climate was a lot different.
I think Ye's more talented than the baby.
Obviously,
so,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, so like.
But do you think talent
he would get away with it?
But do you think talent overcomes the
does.
faults?
Sometimes it does, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, for one.
But Ye's never said no like anti like gay
true.
shit. You feel me?
But I don't think the baby's blackballed.
I just think people don't like him.
He definitely did a lot of bullshit, but like also, he hasn't changed, bro. He's been in this game for what 4 years? No, maybe 3.
He broke out in
2019,
19, yeah, something like that. It's been less than 5 years.
Yeah,
it's been less than 5 years.
But like he's been in this game long enough to like where he should have some diversity, like
evolution.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. People want to see their favorite artists. You know what I'm saying?
Progress
exactly. Shit. Like not coming back with the same old shit. Like okay, you could revisit it, but like a whole album of
pretty much the
fucking
same.
Suge. Like bro, we don't need another album of Suge, bro.
Yeah, and I think this album should have been or was supposed to be like a redemption moment for him. Like that window to completely redeem himself from what he did, I guess last year or a year and a half ago. This album was supposed to be him like coming out and saying, "Okay, look, I'm a different artist now. This is what I'm bringing to the table." But I feel like all that shit flew out of the window.
And the corny clout chasing move didn't help, bro.
What did
with the Boogeyman song and then name dropping Meg? Like,
man,
bro, that shit's corny, bro.
It's
corny.
You know what I'm saying? And that's weird to me, bro. Because like real niggas don't pillow talk, bro. And you're in the industry,
like,
and like, bro, niggas love, and rap niggas especially love to say, "Oh, I'm not an industry nigga," da. But you're proving it because you're doing all these gimmicks and all this bullshit,
bro,
just to get a listen. And regardless of whatever the fuck happened between Meg and
he was downtown during South by in a fucking diaper, bro. This nigga been doing gimmicks his whole career.
Yeah. Now this is a question, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the baby's gimmicks got him this far, or was it the talent? Be real.
I think it was a mix of both.
Okay.
Cause like he could actually rap, and he can rap. The baby can rap, bro.
The baby can rap. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
He can rap.
The baby can rap.
He got some shit.
Yeah, but and the gimmicks definitely helped him grow, but there has to be a line between like, okay, like I'm doing this shit to be funny, and then like, all right, you going like overboard, my nigga. Like
it's like the Lil Pump formula, right? Like you just do random shit, and
Lil Pump was doing like random reckless shit though.
But it's still within the same like lane because like as an artist, something has to tell you, okay, motherfuckers really not feeling this shit like that. So let me do something that can distract them and make, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he has some of that same formula, but he's too talented to be doing that shit.
Yeah. I mean, and then also like he didn't really have a rollout for this album. So like
But do you think that rollout? But do you think the lack of the and I don't mean to cut you off, but we're talking about being blackballed, right? Do you think the lack of the rollout is because he is being blackballed, so we took matters into his own hands, or do you think?
No,
do you think
otherwise?
Had
a rollout because he was still the cover of like. I think Rap Caviar Most Necessary or something like that. Like I think might have been both of them. Like so he still had songs on the biggest playlist.
Okay.
He still had songs on Apple Music's playlist, even though they had it up for a little bit and then they took it down. But like this, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not hot, obviously, like
right. But the baby makes good music. I just think, and I'm on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, bro. It's just like
and the people.
Tired of it. I'm not trying to hear them goofy ass beats no more.
Them SpongeBob ass, bikini bottom ass
Krusty,
beats.
Krusty Krab
ass beats, man. We ain't. He could rap though, but I think just to answer your question, I feel like it's more so him realizing that he's falling off, and so he has all these. I feel like him name dropping Megan was like the gotcha moment for him. Like, oh, I'm finna put this out there and they gonna eat it up.
But he still had like even when he was putting out like his little temperature check tracks.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they weren't really doing numbers. They wasn't going crazy. Granted, he didn't like really promote them like that. He kind of just like dropped shit just to see if like motherfuckers was still checking for him. But like
I think
once we got the news that he couldn't sell more than 500 tickets, that's kind of like
that's it. That's it, bro. There's underground artists that are like SoundCloud rappers in our generation that sell more than 500.
They're selling more than 500 tickets, absolutely.
And you're the baby, bro. Yeah. In 2019, you were on fire. Thanks. Like, niggas, I remember in 2019 when we first started this podcast, it was a different name, but we sat here and we talked about, like, because the baby was on top when he did his COVID album.
Baby, yeah.
He did Lil Baby had dropped an album, My Turn, and then I think he dropped Kirk. The baby had dropped Kirk, and, like, niggas were having that conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the same, right? Like half of it is because of the gimmicks, and niggas are just we're too grown. Like, why are you doing that shit? Like, that shit lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's entertaining to a high school kid.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
But on the other end, I feel like it's also he's realizing, okay, damn, like this is the only bag that I have. I have to milk this because niggas aren't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Which is. I don't know. I don't know if he's being blackballed. I want to say part of it is because he's being blackballed. Because after that moment that he had at, I believe, Coachella or whatever it was, and he was still getting booked for shows, but not big shows. And then I believe like he wasn't on Rap Caviar a couple of times or whatever.
I don't think like people was rocking with him. No, he was definitely on like he was for his album, but like I don't know about the singles, probably just because like people weren't checking for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like in terms of,
so I don't really think he's blackballed. Like he kind of did this shit.
Tory is for sure blackballed.
Tory is absolutely blackballed.
He's blackballed.
Absolutely blackballed.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No.
Tory's blackballed. NBA Youngboy's blackballed. Bro's blackballed. You can't argue that. Bro. The numbers he does on YouTube,
but like I feel like. Because he just signed his new deal with Birdman, so like I feel like that's gonna help him. Because from what I heard, his label's working against him. Like I think he was signed to Atlantic before.
I think a couple years ago he posted something on his story talking about he was having like label issues and shit like that, and I think that's part of the reason why he feeds his fans so much because he's trying to get out of that fucking deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he's for sure being blackballed. And I'm asking you as an artist, right? What do you think in your artist mind makes a label go, okay, we're gonna make you pretty much like foul out the game type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like what as an artist, what do you think contributes to that? Is it like interior, like is it like internal issues, or is it just like the public perception? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's all about public perception.
You
honestly.
think so?
Yeah, and I want to talk about control. Labels control with the streaming services.
Yeah, bro, okay. Like talk about it.
They pretty much go hand in hand. Like there's artists, there's independent artists that are getting on to big playlists, but they're never gonna be on like Rap Caviar or Most Necessary. Like these big playlists, Rap Life, without a label. Like these labels are so in bed with streaming services because like that's all we have money. Really. Like no one's going out to buy CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
no one's barely even buying actual digital copies anymore either.
Yeah, and then also these streaming services are like boosting numbers. So like these, it's a cycle, bro. They're like paying themselves. You feel me? Like the labels are paying money to get these artists popping with the streaming services. Streaming services are paying the labels, and it's just.
And then the labels paying the artists.
Exactly, and then they'll just cycle out an artist and then bring.
I was just gonna say it's like a factory, right? Like,
no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You have this cookie cutter design of what the public likes, quote unquote likes.
Right.
You put him in the stardom, has a few hits, boom, milk him, and then a year later, they're having label issues and they can't get out of their deal. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think.
So they shelf them.
Exactly. It's definitely a cycle, but I'll bring that question back to you as an artist. With nowhere else to go, where do you see things change, and how do you see things change if they do change?
I don't think shit's gonna cause that's the record label's advantage.
Right. That's the one thing they have over the product, which is the artist.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the one thing they have. Like, yo, we can blow you up. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
And that's why it's so good. That's why it's so good for artists, independent artists, to already come in having a fan base, already having streams, getting, you know what I'm saying, getting on certain playlists. Because they have the leverage. You can still get on certain playlists without being signed. Like big playlists too, like Spotify editorial playlists without being signed. It's just like you're not gonna be on the biggest playlist in the biggest light,
right?
You know, unless they're getting off of that.
I think that's where I give an artist like Nav credit, right? Because he came in, and a lot of these other older artists, like our generation, like the Uzis, Kodaks, when they were on SoundCloud, they have that organic fan base, so they have leverage. You know what I'm saying? Granted, not a lot of them do have that quote unquote leverage because they're signed to such a major label, and the labels put clauses and shit in contracts to where it makes it real difficult, right?
Yeah, for them now, for
right.
Sure.
But I think to your point, it's that's the best chance that an artist has to kind of skip out on the middleman, because your fan base, because as an artist, right, you're the product. Your fan base is putting money in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? And you're feeding your fan base,
bro. Merchandise, like touring, doing shows,
exactly,
and then from streams, of course.
No, facts. That's why I think as an artist, right, like people need to realize there has to, and this is why I credit Jay-Z, because he came out with his own streaming service, Tidal, which pays artists way more than a Spotify or Apple stream.
Way more.
And granted, it's still not much, but it's way more in terms of what qualifies as a stream and as a sale.
Like as far as like making, I think it was like making $1. Like
it doesn't take. It takes like 70 streams to make $1.
Yeah, something like that, like 50 to 70 streams.
But on Apple, bro, it's like 270.
Yeah, bro.
I did the math right on Spotify.
I think it's like 300.
Yeah, but there's like significantly less people listening to Tidal.
And that's
but like I feel like if there was still the same amount of people listening to Tidal, like that's a platform for artists though.
Exactly, and that's my point.
Like,
James.
that's why I don't feel like those percentages would change.
That's my point, James, because James, because the Tidal was made more so for an artist to put money back in their pockets. Because I think when Nicki Minaj signed a deal with Tidal and someone else signed a deal with Tidal, like they got to keep an actual percentage of the company. You know what I'm saying? So they have some sort of equity in the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not just cookie cutter, you stream this, we pay you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of more of like a more elaborated United Masters, if you will.
Right.
In my view, you know what I'm saying? But
well, the more people that you would sign to that, the less you would be able to give out to to everyone else. So that would start scaling down. The reason they're able to give so much percentage to those top
because they don't have as many subscribers as these bigger.
Right.
Fair. That's fair.
Right. I mean, like when you have artists, when you had an artist like Chance the Rapper doing an Apple Music exclusive.
Yeah.
Like getting, I forgot how much he said he got off that. Probably like $1 million or something crazy. Yeah.
Well, you know, one of the crazy things, and not just the music subscription services, but even the movie subscription services like Netflix and Hulu and all that shit.
Hey, actors
actually aren't making as much.
Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria came out and said, like, nowadays, and Brad Pitt came out and said it too, like, nowadays they don't make like
Matt Damon.
Yeah. Matt Damon came out. Yeah. Like
Hot Ones.
Nowadays, there is no Blu-ray and DVD, right?
Yeah, right.
It's all streaming. So like the bulk of your money comes from that opening weekend.
That opening week. Yep.
That opening weekend, bro. So it's the same thing, but I guess my understand like my
for shows they get paid off an episode
type shit. Yeah, no. Sydney Sweeney said that they get paid one lump sum.
Really?
Yeah, they get paid one lump sum.
Paid like a certain amount per episode.
I want to and I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments.
That's how it should be.
But I want to say Sydney Sweeney said that they get paid like a lump sum, and they don't get residuals every time something is streamed or something. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, they don't get like any type of percentage in the show like every time it comes on.
It's crazy, but it's true.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit is insane, man. But is there anything else you wanted to kind of cover before we get up out of here, man? What else you got? You know what I'm saying? We done covered all the bullshit in the world, man. Let's pop our shit, man. I know you said that you finna drop a music video earlier in the show.
Yeah. We got the Unbelievable music video coming soon, Trifecta. I got a project coming soon. I think I'm dropping this month. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on it. But I definitely
something's definitely coming.
Yeah, I definitely got some shit ready.
For sure.
My brother J Mill dropping next month.
Shout out to J Mill, bro.
Shout out.
Much
J Mill.
love, brother. And Doozy.
Shout out Doozy. I'm not sure when he's dropping, but I'm sure he got music ready to go to.
A lot of big shit popping, man.
Yeah, really just got this music video coming up. So excited to drop that. We got another music video that's coming, so I'm not gonna spoil that one. But yeah, man,
you got a lot of shit we can't spoil.
Yeah.
We got a lot of shit you can't spoil, bro.
Some big shows coming. Yeah, super excited
for sure. I know James was working on a music video with one of our close friends of the show, man, D Brooks. Is there anything is there like an update you can give us on that, or where y'all at in that process there?
Well, shit, since you asked. Yeah.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
We got this music video coming out real soon. It's we don't have a release date yet, but it's coming. It's very close. Also, I've been shooting a couple of short films over the last week, and we also got an album coming out soon as well. Ooh. Songs from my untuned piano. So, be on the lookout for that.
Hey, for sure. Hey, here at the Worldwide Wave, which is, so we film this in what we call Margaritaville. Margaritaville is basically a stream house. Thanks. A lot of content's being made in this house, man. So we definitely be on the lookout for that. And also, I want to give an important shout out to our sponsor, CJ. So like I was saying last episode, he had we went through a rebranding. It was called you know what I'm saying, Rare Soul. You know what I'm saying? Now it's called All Love. You know what I'm saying? And All Love is basically just a movement, man. It's more than just clothes. You know what I'm saying? I actually sat down with the, you know what I'm saying, with all the brand ambassadors and shit. And it's you know what I'm saying, a message that we definitely want to spread to, you know what I'm saying, men and women. You know what I'm saying? Just to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is wealth nowadays, because there's so much bullshit going on in the world. So shout out to our sponsor, man. We got a lot of shit coming, a lot of shit dropping. We got hoodies, joggers dropping too, man. Winter's gonna be fucking crazy. And then for me personally, man, I mean, I just, you know, same old. You know, I got the 9 to 5 and shit. I'm doing a pod. You know, I'm trying to get back into the music thing. You know, we'll see how that goes. But I did bring it up last week. I do have an animated show that I am working on, man. It's called Soulbound. So, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit that I do want to get off the ground, man. Okay. Y'all stay tuned with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, you know, this is a new space for me. You know, sure. I am an artist. I didn't consider myself an artist for the longest, but James was like, nigga, you're an artist. So,
like, dog, you gotta quit saying that you're not an artist, because, homie, you're an artist.
I'm excited to hear about that.
Yeah, too. Man. We'll definitely chop a, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see Intergalactic?
I did.
That was really good.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so this is kind of, you know, more so on a, like, it's going to be an animated show, you know what I'm saying? Something more so on the lines of like Adult Swim kind of content, but I'm really excited for it, man. That's pretty much what I got working on, but hey, I'm excited, man. And our team, we have a lot of shit coming, man. And shout out to Soze too, best battle rapper in the fucking city. If you're watching this, you don't want to see my nigga in a battle, period. At all. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Soze.
Shout out Soze, man. But hey, we are the Worldwide Wave. I am your host, KB. My boy Fooley is in the building. We got our engineer, James, you know what I'm saying, popping his shit too. We genuinely appreciate you guys stopping by and tuning in. Like I said before in the video, man, drop a like on the video, hit subscribe. We're on the road to 100 followers. We're just getting started, man. We got a whole bunch of hot shit popping, man, just for y'all. So make sure y'all tuned in, man. But we definitely appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all next week, man, for sure. Peace. We out this bitch. Later.